Hello, welcome to KAJOS Consultants. My name is Joshua, and today I will be taking you through how you can convert string or text variable or data into numeric variable or numeric data in SPSS. By the end of this session, you should be in a position to automatically record variables with 2 or more categorical values into different variable. And secondly, able to record variables with 2 or more categorical value into same variable. And finally, if you can record variables with the 2 or more categorical values into different variable. So for objective number 2 and number 3, this one will always do them manually, and I will show you how you can do that. So let's switch gears and go to where our SPSS data is. So here we have our data view and you have our variable view. If you check on your variable view, you find that all the variables are in string form. All our variables here are in string form. And this will mostly happen whenever or when you have, whenever you export your data from Excel to SPSS. In most cases, we'll find this. But if it is a data that you are entering directly into the SPSS, then there's always a way that you can do that by simply navigating through the variable types, either choosing on numeric, string, or whichever variable that you want. If you want to learn more and how you can do that coding and entry, and how maybe you can export your data from Excel to SPSS, kindly visit my YouTube channel. You will find this video that I did on data coding and data entry in SPSS. And also you'll find another video that I did on how you can handle data from Excel to SPSS. So to transform your data or to convert your data from string to numeric, simply click on transform on the SPSS main menu to display the 3 options that we want to work with here. So we have recording to same variable, that was for objective number 2, recording to different variable, that was for object number 3, and objective number 1 was how you can automatically record into different variable. So we click on automatic record to give us or to display automatic record dialog box. On the automatic record dialog box, you have 2 boxes. The one is on your left-hand side. The second one is on the right-hand side. So we'll start by gender, since it is our first variable here. So we click on gender, then click on the arrow pointing towards the right side of the new variable name. So once we click on that, so we can easily change, because we cannot compute two similar variable name into, and the variable view, it will not accept. So you have to change this into a new variable name. So since here reads respondent gender, we can now change this to maybe gender alone. Then we click on add new name. Then lowest value to highest value, since we want to start from 1 to 2, whereby female, since it is our first entry here, it will be reading 1, and male, since it was the second entry, will be recorded as 2. So this automatic record works best, or it is mostly preferred when you are working with categorical values whose order does not really matter, whereby either way, whenever male comes as 2, second, or either female comes as the first category, it doesn't really matter. So once we click on that, we come here and click on OK. So this will activate the output view, whereby we have a female and we have a male here. So we can come and cancel it here, since we don't really want to save that for now. And we can come up to the variable view and check if really that data has been converted from numeric, from string to numeric. So we have our gender. This is a newly computed value, now in a numeric form, with the values here, number 1 female, number 2 male. So let's do another one. We simply come to transform icon menu on the SPSS main menu, automatic record. Then since we are done with the gender, can now return this side. Then marital status, we can take it there. Then we type here marital status. And remember, I told you cannot compute same variable name into the variable view, it not accept. So since this one was marital status, so we can maybe add a certain one marital status auto, so that we have a different name. Marital status auto and marital status, those are two different variables. Then we click on add new name, then click on OK. So we'll find number one will be for those who are married, number two will be single. Then we can still cancel that since you don't really need to save it. So our focus on the variable view, we check, find the marital status has been converted here. So once you do this, you will not really have maybe need to use the string variable now. So whenever you don't want to use them, you can normally come here and clear them or delete them. To clear them, so for example, respondent gender, you simply click on the upper part of the variable view there where we have the variable, and right click on your keyboard, then click on clear. So the same can happen to marital status. You can simply come and clear since you already have them here, gender and the variable. So we can again come and do age bracket. So we can again come and do age bracket. So for this age bracket and social media, so let's start with the age bracket. I will now go to how can we compute them or compute into same variable. So this one really matters a lot, whereby with age, you have to follow a specific order, whereby for number one, you have 18 to 29, and until you reach the last value where we have over 50 years. So you still come to transform. So that is now objective number two, record variables with two or more categorical values into same variable. So we'll come and click on transform, then record into same variables. So if we record into same, we have the age bracket. So we click there, age bracket. Then we click on where we have old and new. So since we are recording to same variable, we want to retain that variable. But what we are converting is this data now to read, or this variable now to be in form of numeric, but not in string, whereby where we assign 18 to 29 as 1, it will change that we will now read 1. So we will have our values here. So let's just remove all this. One for some values which were done before. Want this box to be blank the way it is. So we'll have our number one value 18 to 29. So that is how those values were recorded. Let me just get it right so that. So I think that there you have a space in between. You ensure what you record here is what exactly is on the entry side. So that one will record value number 1. Then 30 to 39. That one we will give assign value number 2. Then we have another one is 40 to 49. 40 to 49, that will be number 3. Then we can have over 50. Then we can have there over 50. That one we can give it number 3. and sorry, number 4, since we are number 4. We add number 4, then click on continue, then okay, and see how it displays. So you can see here we have record age bracket 18-29 is that one all the way up to over 50. So we don't really need this. We can come and cancel that. So for this one, there was something maybe around 40 to 49. That was for number 3. So we can easily change that. Get 40 to 49. We did some, maybe we did not indicate or include that spacing. So that's why we are having, so ensure. Let me just cross-check that. According to same variable, bracket. Yeah, 40 to 49. This one was, you can change it so that it reads the same way the other one reads. We can change that. Remember, I told you if you don't input or key in the exact value that are on the entry, likely to experience such errors or mistakes. So we have all our values, they are computed. Then we can now go to a different one, maybe social media. For social media, this one you don't really need to follow any order whereby whether someone marked as television will be number 1 or social media will be number 2. So this one you can still do automatic record because whichever value that anyone chooses does not really affect the order in which the values are arranged. So we can still come to transform, then automatic record. Then we can source of news. We move it to this other side. Name, we can have news source on gender-based violence. So remember the words have to be done without spacing. And if you don't really know how to do that, then still go back to this channel or my YouTube channel and learn more. Now you can do coding and entry in SPSS. So we add new name, then click on OK. So you'll find newspaper is number 1, number 2 is radio, social media number 4, and television number 4. Social media number 3, sorry, television is number 4. So click on OK, and we'll find our news source on gender-based violence is already here. So we can still do away with that by simply clearing it. So we have another interesting here variable here. You have yes and no. So for yes and no, we can also still automatically record that by simply coming to transform, automatic record. So your source of news, gender-based violence, that one we have already done. So then where is it? So that stories are connected outside the meaning. The media focus on media coverage on gender-based violence has led to increase on gender-based violence in Kenya during COVID-19. So this one, we can take it there. Since it is the value with the yes and no. So you can just give it a value of media coverage. Increase gender-based violence. Add new, then click on OK. So if our number 1 is no, number 2 is yes. So that is how we automatically record those variables. So we can, if we move through this, we can see that media coverage has been recorded the way it should be. So we don't really need this one, and we can easily clear on that. So we are remaining with the Likert scale here, where we have strongly disagree all the way to agree. So this one week will normally either compute into same variable, or you can also compute into different variable name through manual recording. So since that is the manual recording that I have not done with two occurring into different variable, this one, so we can do all that for that objective number 3 by simply coming still to transform. Then we can record into different variable. So let's see that which one don't we have. So this is such as alter insurance crisis, media contract to educate, papers. So that would be media provides coverage. Yeah, so these are media provides coverage on, that is our first variable on that in this other side of the data. So we can simply click on, choose that first one and click on this arrow to move it to the right box on the record into different variables dialog box. So we can give it a name, maybe media provides. Media provide and retain the label. So by retain this, we can have our cursor, then we right click there and get variable information so that you can easily come and copy this. Because you know, when you will be generating your graphs or tables, it is the label that will be displayed on your graphs or on table. That's why I'm retaining that. Then you can come here and click on old and new values. For this case, we are very much interested on the order in which the categorical values will take. So this one will have strongly agree, strongly disagree, strongly disagree, strongly disagree will be our number 1. So it has to follow that order. Then disagree, then disagree, then disagree will have it as our number 2. Number 3 will be undecided. Undecided, you check on your spelling, ensure what you have entered there is what you key in here. Our number 4 will be agree. That is number 4. We add. Then finally, our number 5 will be strongly agree. So strongly agree. Value is 5. We add it there. So once you have added all of them there, you click on continue. That change has to be there. We have to show that we change those values the way they are. Continue. Then we click on OK. So you must click on change. Then you click on OK. So we found all these values have been recorded here. Here we have number 1 to number 5 as they should appear. Then we can change that and check towards the end. Where we have media provides, you can find all those values, we have them there. Then let's check another one. So since we are done with this, media provides, you will not really need it, so you can just do away with it. So we can go to media contact experts, transform, record into different variables. Media contacts, yeah, this one. We move it to that part. Then we give it a name here, media contact. and then retain, or simply right click there, then variable information, so that you get all this, what the way they are. It is a very long one, can just Control C to copy, then cut there, and Control V to paste it there, click on change, then old and new. So since the categorical values are already the same with the first one, we have all of them keyed in here. Once you did the first entries, we'll always find them already computed or inputted in that old and new dialog box in the recording to different variables, old and new values dialog box. So by that, you can simply click on continue. Media contact. So let me add that media contact. Yeah, then we click on OK. So we find the values have been assigned. Can click on no, so you can still do away with this. That is, if you want to record into different variable, you can always do that. Then this one, let's do into same variable so that we just retain it the way it is. So you simply come to transform, record into same variable. Then it was media focus. So it was media focus. Media focus, all the new values you find. So this one we have to change because they are not what we want for that. That one, what we have there. So you can simply come and remove all this, so that we do a new entry for that case. So remember, this is how we assign the label that we want is strongly disagree. And the value of 1, add. Number 2 is disagree. Assign it a value of 2, add. Number 3 is undecided. Undecided, we assign it value of 3. Number 4 is agree. We click on that, and then final number 5 is strongly agree. Strongly agree, we give it number 5, and then we click on continue, then OK. So we can easily close that, and we find all our values are now converted from string to numeric. If we come onto the variable view, we will find that has already been done. So we have all that values, all those values here for the age bracket. So let me explain something here. So for the age bracket, we'll find it is still reading string, though our values are already been changed. This is simply because we did, for the age bracket, we did a manual computation of that. So if you want to, so you can easily come and now change this one. If you change this to numeric, it will not really have any effect because you've already computed our values or converted our values into numeric. So you find all the values here reading here numbers, reading numbers the way they are there. And we can come here and add the values that we had there for number 1, so that our number 1, we define them, we define the value that was 18 to 29. Number 2 was 30 to 39. Number 3 was 40 to 49. Then number 5 was over 50. Over 50. We add, then we click OK. Same will appear with the media focus. The same thing will appear with the media focus. Let's check on media focus on providing such double information. Crisis support services, details such as hotline, National Crisis Center. So that was either strongly agree or disagree. So the same can be done here. You can simply come and change that to numeric. Since you have already converted, the values are reading there as numbers. Then we come here and have our number 1 value as strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Number 2 was disagree. Three was undecided. 4, we have agree. Then number 5, we have strongly agree. Then we click on OK. So the same will apply to this one, media provides. So since the categorical value for whether media focuses on providing the information that we wanted there, we'll find that for this case of media provides and media contact, they have the same categorical value, same as media focus. So we can simply click on there and copy this. You simply copy by Control-C on your laptop. Then you come here and paste them through Control-V, and also the same one here. You simply Control-V to paste the value. So you'll find the values have already been computed. So we can change this decimal to be 0. So once we change that to be 0, so we find all our values or our variables here are now in numeric. So this is the simple way you can convert numeric values into string. But what about if you had values? For example, let's have just another variable here, which was just reading something like scores. Or just have it as score, then it was it came as a string. Yeah, string that way. And for underscores, you can find it is still blank. Scores, we had values like 50, 70, 40, 45, 34, 20. All the way that way. And you want to convert for values whereby you have numbers already entered, but reading as a string. By changing this, it will not really have it. For such cases, you can just change string to numeric directly without going through the transform menu on the SPSS main menu by simply clicking on numeric, then click on OK. So if you check this, you will find your values are still there intact because they were already in numeric form or in number form. Remember, numeric are in number form. String can either text data, that is alphabetical numbers or vowels, and numeric, that is the numbers. So that is how you can convert that data from string to variable and run whichever analysis that you want to do with your data. So thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to click on the subscription tab below to subscribe so that you can be getting any instant update whenever we upload a new tutorial for SPSS or any other data related activities. Thank you very much and have a nice time.